The call came 3 weeks before Christmas. My brother's voice had that sharp edge he used when he thought I needed to be put in my place. Look, it's just not going to work this year, he said. We're keeping it small, immediate family only. I knew what that meant. I'd known for years. His wife, his 2 kids, her parents. That was immediate. I was the sister who paid for his daughter's braces and his son's soccer fees. The one who covered their mortgage that time he got laid off. The one who never got a seat at the table. Mom and Dad aren't coming either, he added, as if that softened it. I didn't ask why. I already knew they'd be there. They were always there. Then my brother's wife grabbed the phone. She was better at the cruelty because she wrapped it in apology. We just think the kids need a stress-free Christmas. You know how you get. All that intensity. I'd never raised my voice at those children. I'd never been drunk at a family dinner. My intensity was sitting quietly while they made jokes about my single life, my small apartment, my job they didn't respect. It's no place for losers, my brother said, taking the phone back. He was laughing. Come on, you know what I mean. You need to get your life together before you bring that energy around them. I said, okay. I said I understood. I said I hoped they had a wonderful Christmas, and I meant it. The first thing I did was cancel the automatic transfer, $1,500 a month, every month, for 4 years. I told myself it was for the kids. It was for the kids. But it was also for a seat I never got. December came. I didn't call. I didn't text. I didn't send the usual presents, the expensive ones they expected. The ones my brother posted photos of without tagging me. Silence is a strange thing. At first it felt like punishment I deserved. Then it started to feel like air. The first sign of trouble came December 15th. My brother texted, "Hey, did something happen with your bank? The usual deposit didn't go through." I waited 6 hours. Then I wrote, "I stopped it. You were right. Christmas should be for people who belong there." He called 11 times that night. I let them go to voicemail. The messages shifted fast. First confusion, then irritation. Then something that sounded almost like fear. You can't just do that. The kids have expenses. You know we're stretched. His wife called on the 18th. She was crying. The electric bill had hit. She'd assumed I'd cover it like I did last winter. I listened. I said I was sorry she was stressed. I did not offer money. He didn't mean it the way it sounded, she said. You know how he talks. I did know. That was the problem. On the 20th, my mother called. She didn't ask about the money. She asked why I was making things difficult before the holiday. I told her I wasn't making anything. I'd simply agreed with my brother. If I was a loser who didn't belong, then my money was a loser's money. It would be wrong to force it on them. She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "He didn't mean it like that." Exactly the same words as his wife. Then how did he mean it? She didn't answer. On the 22nd, my brother showed up at my apartment building. I watched him from the window. He buzzed my unit 12 times. I didn't answer. He left a note under my door. "You're destroying this family. The kids are asking why there are no presents under the tree. Do you want them to have a bad Christmas? Is that what you want?" I kept the note. I didn't respond. On the 23rd, I sent one final message to both of them. I laid out the numbers. 4 years of monthly transfers, plus the lump sums for emergencies, plus the braces, plus the soccer fees, plus the time I co-signed on their car loan and paid off the balance when he missed payments. I didn't add it up to hurt them. I added it up to remind myself. Then I wrote, "I'm not punishing anyone. I'm just not paying to be told I don't belong. I hope you have a peaceful Christmas." I blocked their numbers for 30 days. Christmas morning, I woke up alone. I made coffee. I sat by the window. The streets were empty. Somewhere across town, my brother and his wife were explaining to their children why the presents were smaller this year, why the lights were still on but the oven wasn't fixed, why Auntie wasn't coming. They would tell those children it was my fault. I knew that. And for the first time, I didn't need to defend myself. The phone stayed quiet because I'd made it quiet. The apartment stayed small because it was mine. The seat at the table stayed gone because I finally stopped trying to buy it. It wasn't victory. Victory would require wanting something from them. I didn't anymore. It was just winter. It was just quiet. And for the first time in 4 years, I wasn't paying for the privilege of being told I wasn't good enough to sit down.